Good morning, wrestling fans, and welcome to PWR today, Tuesday morning. It's January 11th, 2022. The man they call Meathead, Linda K. Linda, do you know what today is?
Today would be a very cold day in Wisconsin.
Oh my God, it's freaking freezing out here, Mr. Bigglesworth.
Oh,
No?
what else? What else?
It is the 7th birthday of Brinley Danger.
Wait, what did you call her?
Oh, that's my daughter's name, Brinley Danger.
Danger.
Yeah, Danger. Brinley Danger.
Why Brinley Danger?
Because Danger's her middle name. Sorry,
yes.
I did two Austin Powers references in there, so sorry if I overshot my load there on that one. With the Mr. Bigglesworth and no, seriously, my youngest daughter's middle name is Danger.
That is tremendous. Well, happy birthday to Brinley.
Yeah, Brinley, she'll be practicing her taekwondo today, Pilsung, and celebrating her birthday, her 7th birthday. Man, oh man, 7 years already. Whew.
Yeah, I met Piper, your other daughter, at
Crusher Fest. Yeah,
Crusher Fest not too long ago as well.
Brinley was with us, but Brinley also was not having a good time. Sorry, it was too loud there for them. That's all.
I gotcha. All right.
She wasn't impressed by Eric Bischoff or Medusa either. I don't know why. What happened there? Trying to introduce her to the Fanny Pack Kid.
Well, I'm sure she will love whatever you guys do for her birthday tonight after Taekwondo.
Taekwondo, yes. Pilsung. Okay, so let's first talk about who's going to be suiting me up this morning as I'm going to Taekwondo. How many layers of this particular clothing will I be wearing?
Well, you would be layered up, just like myself, in collar and elbow. Make sure to go to collarandelbowbrand.com, as we've been talking about this morning already. It is freezing here in the frozen tundra of Wisconsin. So there are not just t-shirts, but hoodies also available at collarandelbowbrand.com. We're the latest and greatest in wrestling, street fashions, and to save a little cash, use promo code Linda K. Nice. That's LINDAKAY, and save 10% off your order.
I guarantee you that the top layer is going to be collar and elbow, my hoodie, and then I don't know how many t-shirts I'm going to have underneath, but boy, oh boy, it is freaking cold in here, Mr. Bigglesworth. It's cold up here, folks. You know, it's too bad we're not playing football this weekend, at Lambeau Field. Sadly, we have the week off because we're the number 1 team in the NFC.
Right. Packers do have a bye week this weekend.
That's right.
I mean, this weekend, of course, you and I love wrestling as well as everyone else listening, but we're also huge football fans. There's a lot going on this weekend. There's games. There's 3 games Saturday, or is it Sunday? There's like Monday night game.
It's 2, 3, and 1. I think it is. It's 2 Saturday, 3 Sunday, and then first ever Monday night playoff game.
Are we going to recap Monday Night Raw and football?
We might have to. Welcome to Monday Night Blitz. All right.
Monday Night Meltdown.
Yeah, Meltdown. I like doing Monday Night Meltdown, but I think
I did too.
All right. We got a little bit of news here. This is kind of the big story leading us into Tuesday. It lasted about 3, maybe 4 months. Ring of Honor's back, Linda. There is going to be a Ring of Honor show called... I believe it was called Super Honor. Hold on, let me get the exact title. I had it in front of me, and I apologize. It was the Super Card of Honor, Friday, April 1st, the same day as a shenanigan party in Garland, Texas, as part of the WrestleMania weekend events.
Well, WrestleMania weekend, the biggest weekend of pro wrestling.
Hopefully it's not April Fools.
That'd be quite some trickery there, but no, that is great to hear. And why not have the huge return take place where there's gonna be thousands of wrestling fans worldwide in the same vicinity there in near
Dallas, we're going to be deep in the heart of Texas, and there's no bigger state in the continental 48, so there's room for everybody there.
Yeah, like you said, that's the same day as our annual Kevin Nash Shenanigans party as well. So, for anybody going.
And
to
we haven't
Supercard
talked
of
about the
Honor.
details on that as in a while. We're going to have to talk to Dave, the Popcorn Night Hero, about who he's getting lined up for Shenanigans. If you look in the comments or the description of this episode, we've got the link to get your tickets for Shenanigans and all the details.
Yeah, shenanigansparty.com. That is no April Fools. That is the website. So, stay tuned. We'll sure have some more announcements soon of the talent signed on and what exactly you, me, and Matthew, Dave, the Popcorn Night Hero, the Cal Hero.
I'm pretty proud of that name. I'm glad we came up with that. That one's a brand new one. I love it.
That was all you, Meathead. But
Popcorn Night.
Supercard of Honor. I was gonna say for anybody going to see Supercard of Honor, not too far will be the Shenanigans party.
The show after the show's over. The show will be before, and then we'll go to Shenanigans after.
Exactly.
But no, to say that you might not see people from the Supercard of Honor at Shenanigans. I don't know. I don't know who the Popcorn Night's booking. I have no idea.
Well, if history repeats itself, there has always been plenty of ROH stars coming too.
There's been a lot of fluffy people there too, haven't there? At least one person that was always fluffy. So.
Oh yeah.
Hey, by the way, we are off track here today. The Ring of Honor returning in April, they have also announced they're only going to have 3 titles in the company: the men's, the women's, and the tag team titles. That means the pure title, the TV title, and the 6-man titles will go dormant as they will no longer be defended. We have some very, I'd like to say the word spoiler. Linda, you know PWR. We don't do spoilers on the regular, right? We don't like to do that. That's just not what we do. I'm going to give a spoiler for Impact coming up this Thursday. I'm going to give you 10 seconds here. 1, 2, 3. All right, that's about 10 seconds there. Come back when it's 10 seconds up. The Ring of Honor Women's Championship is going to be defended on Impact, and that woman's going to lose. And the new champion, Deanna Purrazzo, she's the new Ring of Honor Women's Champion.
Well, there you go. I mean, we already got a taste of that cross promotion at Hard to Kill.
The door is open again.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was great.
All right, come on back. Come on back. Come on back. Come on back. All right. So, Ring of Honor, the Forbidden Door is wide open. Things are swinging with the world of professional wrestling. Let's also talk about what happened last night on WWE Raw. We saw how SmackDown went off the air last week. One thing we've always complained about when they've done the brand splits, that really a SmackDown went off the air and didn't drive you to go watch the next show, the Raw show, right? Raw would go off the air. It didn't drive you to watch SmackDown. Linda, I think we're in that world now. I think we're watching the two to see what happens on the next one.
Right. I do like that. I understand that there are 2 different brands, 2 different stations, different champions and whatnot. But I mean,
same bat time, same bat channel.
Yes, exactly. I don't know if it's just a coincidence that, this is what's happening, us getting more interest in tuning into both programs, or if it's because we are just on the brink of the start of the road to WrestleMania.
I think that might be more the case right there.
Right. But I mean, still everything just kind of has trickled down from day one. I mean, literally, where the matches and titles changed hands, and I wonder how much it really steered, into this new course that we're going on right now. But I like it.
Yeah. I really do think it's led by what Brock Lesnar has done, and really what happened between, Brock Lesnar showing up again, going after Roman Reigns, and then, winning the Raw Championship. That's caused that crossover. I really think that's where it is.
Right. And it continued strong last night with the show kicking off with Brock Lesnar.
Again, how can you not love the guy that comes out in a flannel lined with some, goat skin or sheep skin, or, can't steal the goat gimmick. Becky's already got that covered. But maybe there was extra skin left for the inside of Brock's jacket. But how can you not love a guy that comes out in flannel?
It seems like for Raw, we get Farmer Brock. And then for SmackDown, we get, as of late.
Yeah, as of late, right. But I'll take Brock. You know what? And it's more Brock on the microphone as well. The Advocate sits in the corner now. Hey, Paulie, come here. I got a joke. Knock, knock. Oh, my God. Brock Lesnar telling knock-knock jokes in Philadelphia. I never thought I'd see today. Who's there? Bobby. Bobby who? Exactly. Ooh, damn. That back and forth between Bobby Lashley, MVP, Brock Lesnar, and Paul Heyman. Bobby came up like a professional, says, with all due respect, all due respect, all due respect, you've been ducking me. Brock crushed him after that. Bobby had zero response.
Right. I mean, their face-off last night, Brock definitely came off as the much stronger competitor. It's still, kind of set the pace here. We're 3 weeks out now from the Rumble.
Just short of 3 weeks. It was 3 weeks on Sunday.
Okay, so we've, still has some time to really build this. I feel that right now Brock's, he is the current champion. He's got one up on Bobby, but we got next week where I feel Bobby will get a foot ahead, if you will, of Brock and beat him down to some sort. But I really enjoyed seeing this interaction, seeing just how poised Bobby Lashley remained, though, despite Brock really having stronger counters over everything he was saying.
And yes. Folks, let's repeat that for a second. Brock Lesnar beat up Bobby Lashley verbally on the microphone. Let that sink in.
Right. I mean, all those years where the advocate spoke for him.
It was a big moment when he told Paul to shut up once.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I mean, maybe Brock still had some work to really express himself on the mic. I'm not sure, but obviously
there was a little mumble that caught, but I'm nitpicking. I'm with a microscope watching and listening. He stumbled once. So what? We all stumble. That was it.
I'm just happy that he's getting this opportunity, this new Brock, that we're getting. I want to say character because I think this is the real Brock.
I think this is really him. Getting. Yeah.
So this is great to see. And
shit talking, joke making Brock Lesnar.
All right. And you know what? Even though Bobby Lashley did step away, I was kind of hoping for more interaction from Raw last night, or at least some type of backstage interview from Bobby after the fact.
Nothing.
But I don't think we needed that. Now I think about it, I said it just a little bit ago that we've got some time to really build on this. I think he's got to let everything sink in. We got Raw
in the next just short of 3 weeks. We need Bobby to get some back.
Oh yeah, I mean, we know how powerful he is, how deadly he is, what he can do, and we'll get that. We'll get that.
And by getting back, I don't mean beating up on Shelton Benjamin and Cedric Alexander, because that's not getting you anywhere.
Yeah,
but it's making Bobby is a clear face, is what it's doing.
Yeah, that's interesting. But the crowd's loving Brock, so there we go. Where it's
crowd's absolutely loving Brock, and they love Bobby too. I mean, so this is a big time match. Like I had said, I don't know if I said it last week or when it was. I might even said it with Matthew. I meant it in no disrespect, but if you go back in your archives, Linda, we talk about how many of these shows we've been doing, right? If you go back in your archives, way back in PWR lore. Way back in the day, at Damian Nelson, the man they call Meathead, and David Octavius here, because I think that was his only nickname at the point. I used to refer to
DN, right? DN,
the good old DN. Yep.
Oh yeah.
I used to refer to Bobby Lashley as Black Lesnar because he had the same entrance. He had the same kind of pedigree where he came from kind of a collegiate, amateur background and won a, heavyweight championship. He even jumped up on the ring apron like Brock used to do. So. This match he's not lying, probably 20 years in the making.
Yes. Well, we're finally going to get it. This is great. We got just under 3 weeks, everyone.
I think this is a red herring. I think that we're going to get this match, quote unquote, but this isn't the match. I think that match is WrestleMania.
You know what? I hope so as well.
Let me throw this at you.
Okay.
I think Bobby Lashley loses to Brock Lesnar or does not beat Brock Lesnar at the Royal Rumble. Bobby Lashley wins the Elimination Chamber.
Okay.
And goes after Brock.
All right.
Because you're winner of the Royal Rumble. Y'all want to go big? Just say it. Big E. Wow. Calling it right here, right now. I'm putting my flag in the ground.
Okay.
Okay. Big E did lose a one-on-one match with Seth Rollins last night, who has a title match against the head of the table, the tribal chief, Roman Reigns.
All right.
So, I think they're doing the bait and switch on us. They're going to show Big E losing for a couple weeks or in a compromised position, and Big E comes out and wins the Royal Rumble. Now, I could be wrong. Not that Big E and Bobby Lashley are the same, people, but they could switch the two as well. Bobby could end up losing a match, winning the Royal Rumble, and then Big E could win the Elimination Chamber. Or I'm telling you, those two guys are going to be at the main event of one of the two nights.
Yeah, when Big E did announce inserting himself into the Royal Rumble, I was thinking, it made me think about him winning Money in the Bank and how huge that was for him and how much that was well received, not just from
I really
fans,
think
but his
the
peers.
four competitors for the main events of the two nights, Biggie, Roman, Bobby, Brock. Those are your four tops.
The four tops? You know what? I was listening to the four tops this weekend.
Was that on your trip down to Louisville?
No, I was at home cleaning. It's a Sunday, this is totally digressing. There used to be an oldie station. There still are some in Milwaukee, but
and when you say oldies, Linda, let's preface this. I don't mean KLH where they play Motley Crue. That's not old.
That's so weird for me to like the classic rock stations playing some hair bands. No, I'm speaking a lot of Motown. Some Four Tops, Temptation, Smokey Robinson, and the Miracles. That's the music I loved listening to Sunday afternoons when I had my first apartment.
Is it because you're easy like Sunday morning?
Exactly.
Okay.
So, anyways, that's just ironic because I love the Four Tops. They're one of my favorite oldies, bands from Motown. Okay, sorry. That's
okay. Linda, go off on a trail. I'm okay with that. I want to hear that once in a while. People are tired of listening to me sing all day. I want to hear you sing.
Ooh, you don't want to hear me sing, but might want to see me dance. I don't know about singing.
All right. So Seth Rollins in a pretty happy mood because he's going to get that title match. Now, thought
it's official now.
It is official because he said it. Yeah, it was. We were left in doubt on Friday, but it's official now as of last night. I thought he was going to downplay because he's like, this match? Nah, I don't need it. Do this? There we go. I might do that, but you know what? It doesn't matter because I'm doing this. So he did not downplay the Royal Rumble. So the Royal Rumble held in very high regard. We also had a title change last night, Linda, and my boys, the Alpha Academy, are the new Raw Tag Team Champions. However, those numbskulls didn't win that on a pay-per-view.
That's insane considering how close you and Matthew. It's a tie. It's a dead heat. So
it's a dead heat. I've got news on that as well. Not happy. I'm not a happy guy. But let's hear your opinion on Otis cleanly defeating Randy Orton and pinning him.
It was a clean pin, but there was not interference, but a distraction. I guess
maybe
kind of led to
maybe Riddle should have wrote on Randy, say, "Hey Randy, let me write on your hand."
Yeah, it was a surprise to me, as was a lot of the fans in Philly, and they panned the crowd. Lots of faces of shock and surprise and dismay from some. I'm sure there were some fans.
I knew they'd be champions. I just thought they'd win it on a pay-per-view.
Yeah, I did not think that was going to happen on Raw last night, but hey, WWE's stirring things up.
Stirring the pot a little bit. And let's talk about stirring the pot. We're going in and out of order here, so let's talk about stirring the pot. Nikki ASH and the Nightmare, Rhea Ripley. I'm going to tell you, Linda, right now, that interview time was excruciatingly bad. I'm sorry. Both talents did what they had to do. I'm in the kitchen making some food going, somebody hit somebody already. Good God, get it over with. It hurt.
Well, we knew this was coming, and we got it last night. It was odd. It was done in the ring. Okay. That's what Nikki ASH wanted. But, the twist, though, you thought perhaps it would have been Rhea Ripley that would have.
I thought it was going to happen in a Rumble. That's literally what I thought before they started the segment.
As if she tossed her out.
It's going to be tossed out of the Rumble. Oh, look at that. I mentally forced it to happen now.
Right. But you know what? For it to be Nikki ASH to turn on their friendship, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with it right too. Now it's been a lot of the same stuff with her about how she keeps getting talked down, how she's not good enough.
And she's good enough. I mean, her whole presentation, her whole look is actually improved, I think, week to week. Now, the character, I mean, maybe we'll see a new Edge tour starting next week.
Edge, yes. Well, you know what? She did
No pun
walk
intended.
off. Yeah, she did walk off saying a superhero needs no friends. But I definitely want to see a new Nikki. Let's see her beautiful face. Let's take that mask off. Let's give her some new attire. You know, she had her tremendous run as the superhero. I mean, she was women's champion and women's tag champ, for goodness sake. Yes. So now when she says a superhero, she didn't say an almost superhero. So I hope this is a new character for her. You know, she can be a badass, and we know what she can do in the ring.
She sold some merchandise, because that's what a character like that is for, to get them over. Plus, there's merchandise to sell. All the little girls want to wear those masks.
Right. Well, now we got a new Nikki coming up soon, and I'm good with that.
I'm good with it too. Are you good with the fact that we had Edge and Beth on a cutting edge?
Absolutely.
Okay. Were you good with Maurice and Miz coming out and interrupting it?
Yes. Why not?
I like this so far. I just don't want it to go down the path of the Bellas and Cena with Miz and Maurice.
Like, are we going to get a proposal after the match kind of thing? Or...
Maybe. I don't know.
Wait,
why don't we have another wedding again?
We just had a recent vow renewal. So
yeah, with a fruit bath.
Yeah. You know what? I liked seeing both couples out there. All great workers on the mic. I know Maurice didn't have much to say, but her facials enough said it all. Beth on the mic was tremendous. We know she's, from the commentating table to now being back in ring.
Yeah, Beth is great. And you know what I like about Beth? I learned this a few years ago when we were watching one of those confidentials. I think it was confidential, or what was the 5 or 6 superstars? And we never saw the Lex Luger one, by the way. But what was that series they had? They had Beth Phoenix. Beth is a Polacco. Beth is a Polish born. I love the Polacks.
Lots in Milwaukee or Wisconsin as a whole.
the south side of Milwaukee is Polish and German. That's literally what it is.
A lot of skis out here on the south side.
I got to digress. I have to say this real quick. So my grandmother, 97 years old, passed this last September. And, just like a Polish babushka, she had to be buried at this particular cemetery. When we got in there, all of her family, it's lighthearted. Your sad grandma's gone, but you're looking around going, holy smoke, look at all the skis on the wall. I'm telling you, that's all you saw was Kozlowski, Wazowski. I mean, just ski after ski after ski. You could tell where you were at. You were on the south side of Milwaukee.
Yep.
Funny stuff. All right. So let's talk main event before we start talking about, how many other names are in the cemetery. It was a 3-way match between Bianca, Liv, and Mountain Dew Drop. The winner would take on Becky Lynch, Big Time Bex, who was sitting ringside wearing her goat jacket. I love that jacket, by the way. And I love the different hairstyles she does. They're so ridiculous that they're cute. I mean, I actually like them. A couple notes that I want to bring up. I still don't like how they don't respect Dewdrop's size, and they let Bianca pick her up all the time. And she's doing all these flops and flips. She needs to be big, and nobody should be able to move her, right? Be a big competitor. Secondly, how long ago was it that Becky had the baby? About a year? She looks tremendous. I mean, because that was the first thing when she took the jacket off. I'm like, wow, Becky. Wow. Bravo. Good work getting back in shape and all that other good stuff. No, very excited for her.
Right. I you know what? I noticed that too, that this is the first time we were seeing her full stomach. And we already knew, obviously, she was in tremendous shape, but I thought of that too, and I was like, oh, she's looking awesome, which we knew that, but that was nice. And
it looks like an ass-kicking mom, is what she looks like.
Yeah, her outfit was tremendous as well, like you said, with her hair. She can do it all. She looks great. She is that star, and she is Big Time Beck. So, I had a feeling, since this was a no DQ.
What, that tonight was going to be a good night?
Yeah, that too.
I'm on fire this morning. I'm awake. It's so cold that I can't help but be awake.
Right. But no, I had a feeling that with Becky Lynch at ringside that there would be some type of interference, which we did get. Bianca Belair looks to have had would be pin on Liv Morgan. I almost said Tyler right there as well.
That's why I said Morgan. Liv the last time and I chose not to say the last name.
Oh my. But Big Time Beck's interfering, so that left it wide open for Dewdrop to do her drop.
That's right.
And nice. Hey, at least she does have that finish, which is, a great finisher for, if we're going to, promote, someone Doudrop size, and, if she's going to be this, big dominating force. And
she's got to be a dominating force is what she needs to be. Not a monster. I mean, but for lack of a better term, because they call the male, that's a big guy. He needs to be a monster. She's not a monster, but I mean, just a dominating force.
All right. And hey, she is now the number one contender. Absolutely. Yep. And, we got Becky Lynch then getting back in the ring, trying to do her manhandle slam, or that's what she calls it, right? Yeah.
Yeah, manhandle.
On Doudrop. That did not happen.
Becky going off the air at the end of the night goes, I won it for you. You owe me one. So, hey, there we are.
But hey, you know what? Our own Mott's, Matthew Thomas, did call that, wanting to see something different and having it be Doudrop to face Becky Lynch. But I like that too, just because, we just got a lot of Becky Liv. We recently got Becky Bianca, and with the Royal Rumble here, who's to say Bianca or Liv can't.
We forgot to mention one female that showed up on Raw last night for the first time. And like I said, I have news and I'm not happy about it. There was, if you didn't catch this, very quickly in commentary, now we're going to go to a scene with a young lady who's not going to be in the Rumble. She'll have to wait. I picked up Alexa Bliss, and now she's doing therapy sessions.
So who's to say that she still may not be in the Rumble?
They said that she's not there, but she better show up at the Rumble.
Well, we see that she's still pretty insane, so she can find her way there. I mean,
Insane's a light way to say it, yeah.
Yeah, I think she might still have those powers, right?
She might. I hope so, because the powers, are worth bonus points, like Matthew Thomas saying butt showing on TV. If she uses a power, that's a 25-point bonus.
Right.
Hey, you approved it. You seconded it. All right, there you go. She uses a power.
I was just thinking, just out loud, right?
All right. Well, that was Raw from last night. Thank you for entertaining us and letting us entertain you. I mean, obviously, we're hepped up on goofballs this morning. It's so freaking cold. That, I mean, we have to be alive and moving. Our head coach hasn't gotten fired. How many head coaches in our division got fired yesterday? 2 of them out of the 4.
And GMs.
And GMs. I mean, it looks like we're this dominating team. Trust me, we got a bunch of donkeys in the NFC North. They're just terrible. So,
well, you know what? It's so cold up here. You know what? Tomorrow, I think I'm going to start trekking my way back down to Louisville.
Yeah, head on down to the Ville.
It's Rumble week down at OVW, Meathead. We got the Nightmare Rumble this Saturday. So, I'm going to head down there tomorrow. We got TV live Thursday night on Fight TV. And then...
And the Rumble Saturday, right?
Yeah, the 30-man Rumble and the first ever Women's Rumble at OVW, a 20-woman Rumble.
Nice.
That'll be taking place as well. Check it out on Fight TV and ovwrestling.com for
Hey, I've got tickets. A question about the Rumble. I've got a question about the Rumble. Now, yesterday... one of my memories popped up on Facebook, and it was me sharing a video from Conan O'Brien that had Triple H on it. The Nightmare Rumble will not have Uncle Al in it, right? Uncle Al's not participating in the Rumble that we know of?
That we know of.
Okay, because this interview had Triple H telling everybody that he showed Uncle Al's grub worm to the crowd.
I do remember that from Conan O'Brien, yes.
It was like a little grub worm coming out of the ground. Yeah. All right, just making sure. A little shot for Uncle Al there. Happy anniversary on the Conan O'Brien Triple H interview. All right. For Linda Kay, the man they call Meathead, we are done for this morning. Tomorrow morning, we talk to Matthew Thomas about NXT, and I want to get his opinions on the Forbidden Door. All right. Have a good morning. So long, everyone.